Tuesday and Thursday this week, I had the chance to attend the 6th STAC Sprint. STAC, which stands for Spatial Temporal Asset Catalog, is an open source specification for cataloging and serving geospatial data. In the sprint, I worked on a few bug fixes in Franklin, which is our functional Scala API server that implements the STAC API specification. The three fixes in particular that I worked on were allowing import from HTTP sources, better errors when Franklin fails to decode JSON correctly from what it expects, and an issue recursing through the paths that can be in a catalog. I'm going to spend a little time explaining the third one. Previously, we had been working on a testing catalog that had a very simple topology. It had a top-level collection, and that collection had items. However, in the wild, that's not frequently the shape that catalogs have. So there are three other topologies shown here. In the top left is an organization that we export from Groundwork with Raster Foundry. In that organization, we have a top-level catalog, and then a collection, and then a split into two more collections, and then finally we have items. In the bottom right is the organization of what we create in a different project where we take the Sentinel-2 data on AWS and convert it into a top-level collection, and then a catalog, which branches into more catalogs, which branches into more catalogs, and so on and so forth until you finally get to items under each leaf under all the catalog branching. In the bottom left is how Sentinel-5P is organized in a public data set, and that is a top-level catalog, and then more catalogs, and then branching so on and so forth into items. Before Thursday, the only one of these that I know Franklin was capable of importing correctly was the very simple topology on the top right. However, after Tuesday and Thursday, we can successfully traverse all four. So to show all three of these things at once, I'll try to import the Sentinel-5P data. And so that's hosted publicly on S3. Sentinel-5P is also a STAC 0.7 catalog, which is something that Franklin is not capable of decoding in its items. But this will show all of the error messages, the HTTP import, and the successful catalog traversal. I'm going to cut it off after a few seconds. It's not going to look like much, but all the fixes are in here. You can ignore the extremely noisy general Scala logging. And you can see a few things here. So I've cut it off. But the first thing I want to point out is that we are actually attempting to read things, which previously we didn't read HTTP at all. So that's the first one. The second thing is, so we start at the root. This URL here is the catalog where we started, and it's telling us that it found something unexpected at license. It was looking for a proprietary license, and it found a link, which is not the error that I was expecting to see. Or rather, this is an unexpected error, but it's you can at least see what occurred, which is good. And the final thing I want to point out is we started at root/catalog, and we're clearly traversing into it because we're going into cogt/catalog, then we're going into cogt/nrgi/catalog, and so on and so forth. So that's all three fixes helping out with a single import case, and that's what I did at STAC Sprint 6.